I'm afraid we're now facing an emergency in our battle with the new variant, Omicron.
On the day a new record for Omicron cases was broken and the COVID alert level rose from 3 to 4, the words no one wanted to hear. The reaction swift.
Today, we're launching the Omicron emergency booster national mission, unlike anything we've done before in the vaccination programme. To get boosted now. A fortnight ago, I said we would offer every eligible adult a booster by the end of January. Today, in light of this Omicron emergency, I'm bringing that target forward by a whole month.
Ambitious, but the positive message tinged with a warning. Act now or more restrictions may be needed.
We must urgently reinforce our wall of vaccine protection to keep our friends and loved ones safe. No one should be in any doubt. There is a tidal wave of Omicron coming, and I'm afraid it is now clear that 2 doses of vaccine are simply not enough to give the level of protection we all need. But the good news is that our scientists are confident that with a 3rd dose, a booster dose, we can all bring our level of protection back up. Get boosted now to protect our NHS, our freedoms, and our way of life.
Now the NHS must deliver, with the help of the army and swathes of volunteers yet to be recruited. But the pressure on the system is already great.
We're going as fast as we can to extend the booster campaign, but the Chief Medical Officer had it absolutely right in the press conference earlier on this week when he was basically saying we need to recognise how complex a logistical task it is to run that booster campaign, and we also need to remember how busy the rest of the NHS is.
The language Boris Johnson used in his address was stark, the promise to the country ambitious, but the problems he faces in the weeks ahead are huge. The Prime Minister must make decisions to protect the NHS from Omicron without all the data, decisions that will affect all of our lives, decisions that many on his backbenchers will not support. And those political problems are piling up, questions about Christmas parties here in Downing Street, and a worry that the Conservatives could lose a key seat in a by-election later this week. The address was about convincing the country to support him, yes, but it was about getting his party's backing too. And the success of that move will be tested this week as his backbenchers prepare to line up to vote against his COVID curbs.
Yes, I will vote against. I think what we're doing now is creating a miserable dystopia into which we're going forward. We've got to show that there is a movement for that frame of mind, because if we don't, the Conservative Party will continue to drift into authoritarianism, and I simply cannot stand idly by while that happens.
Relying on Labour votes to get his policy through the Commons, an uneasy position for Boris Johnson.
The Prime Minister's lost the authority to lead. He's so weak, his party is so divided, he can't provide the leadership we need at this crucial time. He's the worst possible leader at the worst possible time.
Boris Johnson knows he must prove his critics wrong. This week is the turning point. A reinvigorated booster campaign and a by-election win, the price of power. Kate McCann, Sky News.